Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, week 11. We only got 2 more weeks to win a dog bowl seed. So this has got to be the week, if not next week. So gonna up the volume a little bit. This week we're gonna dive into the position by position ranks to start, just what the ADPs are, and try to get a good game plan before we dive into these drafts. What do you like in early week, Kevin?
Haven't looked at a ton. I think I've only done one draft just to get a feel. Bengals, people are going to attack the Bengals with the Steelers. Took Jalen Warren, although I thought I heard something about he's like a little banged up. But yeah, I didn't have a ton of information on his status, which obviously makes Kenny Gainwell really interesting.
Let's start with the quarterbacks, then we'll work our way position by position. But yeah, I didn't hear anything on Warren, so we'll dig into that for sure.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see kind of the game speeds and the GPP, because it's not like super, nothing like super jumps out to me as like the obvious, like really fast game. Patriots.
You got the battle of the Unks. Last time that was a shootout, and you got the Steelers with the highest total on the slate, with the Patriots playing Thursday night. So kind of interesting that the Steelers are the highest total by a pretty good margin. Point and a half over the Bills. I guess the Bills would be the next popular. But I don't think it's being drafted that way. I don't think people are like dying to take Steelers. Let's take a look at Steelers, just in general. Steelers. You got Jalen Warren around the 1-2 turn. You got DK Metcalf going around mid-third round. Like early third round, mid-third round. Maybe some people are pulling him up to the 2-3 turn. And then Rodgers is going basically for free. I guess like you might pull him up to the 5th round if you've got DK. And then you could also backstack with the tight ends. We've talked about the DVP against the Bengals. So Jonnu is going to be pretty interesting this week. Maybe Freiermuth as a scroll. Looks like people are getting to that, but it's not expensive. And then you said well, let's look into this Jalen Warren.
The pass catchers are interesting for them. Roman Wilson scored that late touchdown in the Chargers game. Calvin Austin had that terrible drop for the interception that went the other way, but you never know how that kind of like shakes out. They've talked about adding a wide receiver at the deadline. Maybe does that get Roman Wilson more snaps? He could be kind of sneaky this week. Tight end is so gross. Like, I know you've been on the Jonnu Smith play a few times, which has just like been like when like Freiermuth like pops off for like 2 touchdowns. Just like when I'm unlikely and frickin' Andrews pops off for 2. I feel like we've kind of like their tight end situation for the Steelers is really frustrating.
I guess Chicago, really need to be attacking those double-headed tight end rooms.
Chicago, Minnesota is kind of an interesting one in the dome. Chargers are kind of interesting against the Jags.
From an over-under standpoint, that's the second highest game total. You've got Uncle Joe's versus Uncle Aaron, and then Bears Vikings at 48.5. So, I mean, Caleb's pretty cheap. JJ McCarthy is basically free. He probably goes undrafted sometimes. So that's not a bad angle to attack. Obviously, we're not going to talk about these guys in the top because they are what they are. There's not really much. I mean, I guess there's an argument for against Lamar as an elite option against a tough defense on the road. It just seems like a lot of the sharpest players aren't taking elite quarterback a lot in these, just for a value over replacement standpoint. They just prefer to get their running backs and wide receivers early. So, yeah, it's tough to make a case for Lamar. I could make a case for Josh. Like, I'm surprised Lamar is going over Josh, just matchup-wise.
Yeah. Cleveland's been pretty brutal, but defensive-wise. I think the Giants in the Green Bay game is actually pretty interesting, but Green Bay is such a slow offense. Yeah, and then my favorite game is probably Seahawks and Rams. Just two offenses that can really push the ball and really push each other.
That one's also 48.5, so that's a nice total.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything on Jalen Warren being hurt, though, so I don't know where you saw that.
Okay, maybe I was bugging. I was watching Hayden and maybe I just misheard them. I wasn't like fully focused in, so that could be on me.
Good. Yeah, I haven't listened to that show yet, so we'll report back on that tomorrow night. But I mean, quarterback, yeah, there's a lot of interesting things outside the top. I'd say
it's pretty deep.
I did one draft. I did Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I know he had a bad week last week, but he's better at home.
I love that sneaky call. I actually think KC's defense is pretty overrated, and I don't think Denver is going to be able to like play all conservative, especially if J.K. Dobbins is hurt. They're going to have to throw the ball more. So I actually really like Bo Nix. I think he's pretty sneaky and probably a great value. He adds so much with his legs. So anytime you can get him on a cheap value, it's a great ceiling play late.
Yeah, he's basically free, and yeah, this one was at home, but it's
everybody's off of him because of the weird Thursday night game. It was windy. I get it's ugly, but like he also has posted a 39 and a 25. Weaker defenses, but I don't know. I like him.
Yeah, it's a big game too. So
actually, my ugliest play is Penix.
That's not awful. You can stack him with.
Yeah, he's a clean stack partner with London. He'll be. There's no way he's going to be high percentage owned. And I actually think up top, like when you scroll up to the top, I mean, Josh just like hasn't really produced. So you have to draft him early. You have to pay. Lamar's gross. Herbert's a pretty nice, probably. If you're going to pay up, I probably like Herbert in that range. But he's probably going to be hard to stack with Ladd, but maybe you can get a cheaper option. And Gadsden is hurt, so maybe they focus targets more on QJ and Ladd. Maybe Keenan gets a bump too. So maybe all three of them are back in play if Gadsden's out.
Yeah, that's a good shout. And oh man, I know it's so hard to pull it off in the 12-mans. It might be more of a 6-man thing that I get to, but this really might be the Josh week. Like 20 points, that's his floor. Like he had a floor game last week. That's insane.
No, I hear you. I mean, it's just like, and Tampa gives up the big play. So yeah, I mean, but you still what's his ADP? I guess what's his ADP? I mean, you're paying a first-round pick for him though. So
no, it's not really getting drafted quite like that because that's from the playbook, which brings weird ADPs. They're starting to fall. I think we'll see Josh tonight go in the mid-second. Kind of like aligning with like the 6-7 ADPs. I don't know. I'm not saying let's take him in the dog bowl, but I'm probably going to have a pretty high exposure in the 6-mans because people are like somewhat low on him, and this has got to be one of his best matchups yet. It's not only one of his best matchups, but his best game environments.
It's the worry sometimes, or the problem too with Josh has been that the defense isn't getting him the ball back, and teams are running the ball, and the clock's running. So it's limiting his possessions, and they're getting behind and one-dimensional with bad wide receivers and pass catchers. Dalton Kincaid's hurt. Being the contrarian on him.
No, I feel you. I'm thinking if there's ever a week, it just kind of makes the most sense. Because Mythology was saying, it kind of blew my mind how he was right on it, but he was like, the week against Carolina, he had 23 points, but he was like, fade Josh Allen. It's not that he's going to have a bad game, but he's just not going to have that 40, 50 point ceiling like you need out of him for him to pay off that ADP because you really need the other team to push him, and Carolina just runs the ball too much and they're not going to push him. When it comes to Baker Mayfield, he can just like throw the ball downfield to a gook on one play, and all of a sudden the ball's back in Josh's hand. Whereas the Panthers are just so slow and sloggy. I don't know. This could be that 42 to 35.
I mean, if that's your expected game script, right? If you think it's going to be air it out from the Tampa Bay side and Tampa Bay's not going to run it, that's the, I think, because if Tampa Bay can just run it for 5 yards a carry with Tucker and Rashad, like, you know what I mean? They just hold the ball, and it's hard for Buffalo to get the ball back.
Okay, so exactly to your point, remember last week on stream when I said I don't know if CMC is my 101 just because the Rams even stopped Jonathan Taylor, like that was one of his worst weeks. So I was like, I'm almost positive if you rewatched it, I said Gibbs was my 101. And this was before projections came out, and projections ended up being a little lower on Gibbs. So I kind of slowed my roll a little bit, but if you think about DFS as just a week by week game and just an isolated slate completely, last week, I don't know if it was Josh and Hayden or Chad Candles. One of them said, I think it was Chad Candles. He's like, I just really hate Rashad because the Patriots have just been tough against running backs all year. But now he's got Buffalo, who just got absolutely stomped by a running back of a pretty similar profile in Devon Achane. I don't know. Like if people are, I don't know. I doubt Rashad's going late. I'm sure he's still 3rd, 4th round, but just from that like angle, I really like Rashad. Yeah. And just I don't know.
Tucker got 9 carries, or I think, but I think he's a big game. 1 reception. Rashad played 72% of the snaps. So, it's Tucker's a little bit annoying, but I think White can still get home. It's just if Tucker takes the goal line, then it's probably like no way Rashad pays off, right? Because he's not gonna break like a long one like Achane could. I do like the call though, because their profile, like if they can get Rashad in the passing game, that does kind of make sense. I think those profiles are more comparable, but Achane's a little faster. So, but
yeah, I'm surprised Vegas went -2 on that total. I'll have to monitor that, but that kind of stands out to me as the game to have a piece from, at least one piece from.
Yeah. And May got home, and he was like a 3rd round pick, I think, in the Dog Bowl last week, right? And he got like 19 points against Tampa. So if Josh can get like 28 in the mid-second, maybe you could see that getting home if you can find the value in the other rounds.
Yeah, when Best Ball Viper won the Dog Bowl last year for 200,000, he had Josh Allen, and that was the week he went for 50 last season. And that's like what you need for him to be the had-to-have quarterback. And I don't know if you were to transcript every stream that we've done, I don't know if obviously I'm always down to play Josh Allen, but I don't know if I've pounded the drum for him. This really might be that 40+ point week. Assuming Tampa Bay can push the game script, which they've done every week. I mean, let's look. And obviously, it's a big game for both of them. Just want to see how many points they've been putting up a week on average.
They've been getting beat by running backs lately, too.
23, 9. Well, that was a primetime game, and the Lions were just dominant. 30, 38, 25, 29, 20, 23. They've been putting up at least 20 points a week for the most part. So I'm not saying let's even necessarily play the Buck side, but that could be the thing Josh Allen needs to really get pushed. So I'm interested to see what Methodology has to say, because he's been off him. All the sharps have been off him. I think I'll more so get to it in the 6-mans, but to wrap up quarterback, anyone else interesting? I guess Brissett's somewhat interesting against a banged-up 49ers defense at home. He's been playing well. Easy stack partners, consolidated offense.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Jordan Love, as leverage off Josh Jacobs. You maybe don't even stack him with anyone, and just maybe it's the week he throws for 4 touchdowns to 4 different guys.
Yep.
Anything else stand out to you? Purdy's a mystery.
No, nothing that we haven't talked about.
Darnold, maybe. Last week he just really didn't have to do anything. This week he should.
Yeah, my first dog bowl team was Darnold, Barner, Stack, Jalen Warren. I think I took maybe a Swift. Drake London.
Yeah, you sent me that team. I like that team.
I forget who the other wide receiver was.
So yeah, we'll wrap it up on quarterback. Go to running back. I think you had Jalen Warren on that team. He's going to project well. I don't know how much more he can rise, though. It's not like if you get ahead of him now, he's going to
Chase Brown's probably a nice play this week. If P. Ryan's hurt, he's going to play so many snaps, get so many dump offs. Hard to see him not kind of.
Yeah, unfortunately, we would get a copyright strike if I pulled up the NFL film, but it's something I need to start doing more. And from this specific game, it's the only thing I've watched so far in the replay for some reason. Mythology was getting me on it, and I was watching Chase Brown snaps. And it was from this specific game, and he got a bunch of targets, just little dump offs. Let's see if that's still on the. Oh, it's on 2 receptions for.
Against Chicago, though, he had 8.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
And he's had a lot of drops, and the targets are much higher than obviously the receptions. But
now I remember. Yeah, they threw it to him out wide, and he just got pummeled. But 11 carries, 108 yards. That's pretty.
Yeah, plus a good game on the ground. They're going to try to take Chase away and T. Higgins. So, Brown's good, cheaper play off of that.
And the one dog bowl I was in, Chad took Chase Brown after he pulled him up with his. I think he had the 101. I don't remember specifically, but I think he had CMC Chase Brown. Let's see, Bijan.
Yeah, what do we think about Carolina, Atlanta? We think that game's probably going to be too slow. I feel like that's
they got shut out the last time they played Carolina.
Yeah, it's a tough one to kind of predict how it's going to go.
Now they're at home, though. It's a dome game, right?
Atlanta's flying back from Munich.
So. That's a dome game, right?
Where are they? Yeah, in Atlanta.
42.5. 23 game total. Team total, not terrible. That's pretty good for the Falcons. What about the Panthers?
They're 20.
19.5.
19.
Yeah. And then Rico is interesting too. Do you like Rico this week?
Yeah, JT just balled on Atlanta, but Atlanta's been pretty good otherwise, I think, against the run. Could be wrong on that.
It's interesting that James Cook pulled up to 13.5. I saw someone take him at 8th overall, and I got Josh Jacobs and James Cook on the same team.
Yeah, Cook's. Tampa Bay struggled against the RB lately, and especially to the outside. Travion just did what he did. So
this was the team I got. I'm surprised I was able to pair these 2 running backs.
That's what I took Addison and Swift as a little mini correlation. A little bounce back.
How did I get James Cook at pick 19?
Yeah,
this was I think this was the second dog bowl draft of the week, and it's the only one I did. I got there right when it opened, so maybe that's why. Because you have Justin Herbert and Mahomes in the top 6. It was just a super wonky board. What were you saying about Addison?
I just had a little mini correlation with Swift. He feels like a good bounce back candidate, and Chicago's can get beat in the pass very easily.
Yeah, no, I loved Addison this week. Terrible defense. Their top corner is out for the year. High game total. flop lag candidate. Yeah, and I like that mini correlation you did. Tells a good story.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get any correlation with them here, but I did get Knicks to Sutton, and then I got the little mini correlation with Cook and Otten, which I did purposefully. Just like the single stack with the wide receiver, and then a mini correlation from another good game environment. It's just been like what's really getting home.
Money.
Okay, let's wrap up. Let's go through some of these deeper running backs. We were talking about RJ Harvey, who yesterday when I mentioned him to you, he had a 59 ADP. Last time I checked, he was at 50, and now it's at 48.5. I saw him go in the 3rd round. I think we have to try to get him tonight, even if he feels like he's already getting expensive. There's gonna be people by the end of the week that probably pull him up to the 2nd round. So if we can get him in the 4th round tonight, I think that's a big win. Doesn't mean we have to do it. I mean, we might as well even do it every time if we can.
RB does feel somewhat deep this week. You know, feels like
there's probably a cutoff at Amari. There's probably a cutoff at Nick Chubb. I'd say that's like where you probably are getting too thin. Like, I don't know. Yeah. So J.K. Dobbins is still in there, but he's set to go on IR.
It's just like there's a lot of spurks out there too.
Bucky's not going to play. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can just look at these. 1, 2 is Q that aren't playing, so -2. There are 21 non-thin running backs and 12 teams drafting, so not every team's going to get 2 of these guys. I'd say tonight we try to get some RJ Harvey 3rd, 4th round, and then tomorrow night we pull up running back and do like more of like a 1-2 running back. Like tonight we go for the who do you see anyone else that like stands out to you? RJ Harvey's the only one for me right now. I mean, you mentioned Kenneth Gainwell, but I just don't see anything on Jalen Warren.
Yeah, if you gotta go up. I mean, the Vidal, Swift, Jones range.
Is a fake ADP too.
Marks is interesting against Tennessee. ETN's interesting against Chargers.
Well, these guys are probably going to stay in this range. I'm talking about guys that are like, well, Vidal's a good candidate, but like ETN's probably going to stay here. Like we need to, if we're doing some early week drafting, we got to find some.
What do you think about like Charbonnet getting a bigger run and banking on that? If you had to, after it seemed like Ken like barely played in that. I mean, there was a weird game script, so I don't know. Hard to bank on Charbonnet, but.
Yeah, I think I had 17% Charbonnet in the dog bowl last week, and he was a great play. It's just once Gibbs hit 30 and Travion hit 30, or after Achane already did it, you just kind of needed 2 of those 3 guys. So
yeah, you had a combo of those.
Like there is some weeks, like even Kamara too had a pretty solid late round score. Same with Aaron Jones, but it just didn't matter. So no, like RJ Harvey to me, even though it's a somewhat tough matchup, like looking at these guys later, A, I think he can rise, and B, I think he has that Henderson 30-point ceiling where you could just like hit home runs. I don't know if I see the home runs for Charbonnet against the Rams on the road.
Yeah, I feel that. It feels like more of an attacking game. That's why I kind of like Darnold. I do like Darnold, and kind of betting on Varner as just a little. I just couldn't get JSN.
Neither CMC or JT got home against the Rams at this point, so it's really hard to bet on a split backfield after Olani scored a touchdown last week. So I don't like Kenneth Walker either. And that means this will be the week Kenneth Walker has 3 touchdowns.
Is Trey Benson coming back? Maybe do we just like?
It's already rolled out. I think if Underdog does this, he pretty much can't come back. I might be wrong, but
Huh.
It's a good shout, though.
That would be a sneaky.
No, I don't think I want that. They've just been really loving the passing game there.
Yeah, we can let's go to wide receiver.
Yeah, let's say it's just these two we should try to get tonight before they get too expensive.
Agreed.
All right, wide receiver. Don't need to talk about the studs. I'm just gonna scroll down past like Lad.
Yeah.
Those guys are all like pretty obvious.
Do you like Sutton this week, or you just kind of wanted a little correlation with Knicks, and you felt like it was just kind of good value there?
I think by the time I was on the clock, just got taken, and I was looking at this.
He's struggled lately. Sutton has with Franklin.
Yeah, I was just thinking he's like out of these guys, the biggest alpha. Kind of like we talk about.
Probably the best ceiling play. If you kind of better bet on with a higher floor than QJ type.
Yeah, and if you're using best ball brain, you're just thinking like, all right, Sutton went in like the 4th, 5th round. These guys went later. Maybe he hasn't had the best games recently, but he is capable of scoring 2 touchdowns. So
for sure,
I don't know. I'm not going to do a ton of it, but I felt like in this range, he was the best play.
Let's keep going lower. What's lower than Keenan? I mean, yeah, we like I like Addison too. That game, I like that game.
He's steaming up. Tez should be a decent play again.
Yeah, Tez has been really good.
I don't think Godwin's got a shot to play already. So, who else we got down here? If we're buying into the Tampa Bay's pass funnel, I mean, we played Keon last week. It got us there. It just wasn't enough. It wasn't that wasn't enough. It was just we were really close, man. Yeah. There's not much else we could have done.
Yeah, he just kind of is poopy.
No, I mean, he was good. 12 points with our last pick. I think our problem was Laporta. If we just didn't go for the double stack and took an early receiver instead of Keon and then took a punt tight end like Juwan, we would have punched a ticket.
Oh, no.
Would have, should have, could have, but
should have been more on Juwan late. But I had him on a few teams.
Yeah, no, same. I even had like a Mill Schultz. It's just so hard to get it all come together.
I've been a Juwan stan this year. He's been good. They like him too. They paid him. He's had a big role since week 1. He kind of faded after some big weeks. But with the QB change and Shaheed gone, it's easy to see how his role is like easily going to expand in a really nice way.
Yeah. I agree. Wandale, everyone's over, but if Russ plays, then he should.
Dobbs Q tag could be really nice in that Giants game. Nice little love stack, cheap. He's dealing with the chest injury, and if he's out, then we can swap to. It's not a clean swap, but I don't know, maybe like a Wicks. If Golden's out too, if Dobbs and Golden are out, Wicks could be pretty nice swap there.
Okay, so he was inactive.
Yeah, I really don't know much. Yeah, right. He got 8 targets. I guess Christian Watson too.
It's all dirty. I think I'd rather run Love naked.
Yeah, I hear you. It's just a cheap stack though in a dog bowl with the high upside plot. With a good matchup.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's not.
Everybody's Pack. You got to admit, Packers are lowest point of their just expectations right now after this past week. But their offense is just really slow. Matt LaFleur just doesn't run enough plays. It's really hard for their players to get home in fantasy. So it's really a gross play. So I don't know. You just are like kind of expecting that LaFleur is just going to like put it all on Love and start airing it out because they haven't done that. And Josh Jacobs isn't breaking big runs. So there's just like no explosiveness. It's kind of gross.
Yeah. No, I like the buy low shout.
Mm-hmm. Coker could maybe be like not the worst play too. I feel like that game's like a little sneaky, depending on how bad the defenses are.
I'm deep in the weeds here, but you never know.
Yeah, Mooney's pretty. I like Mooney. That game's just interesting. Me, Burden's interesting. But this is pretty deep here.
Got 8 targets and 1 catch.
But you got to think deep at wide out, so it's not too.
How ridiculous is that stat line?
I know. Black Tua just cannot be trusted in fantasy football. Norkin is offensive coordinator, and Norkin is head coach or organization that absolutely cannot watch the Falcons play football this year, dude. It's mind-numbing. They're so brutal.
Do you regret taking Bijan over Jamar?
A little bit right now after this past week, but I didn't for like a long period, so it's hard to say. I wish I almost sent like a trade of like Bijan for JT because I've always been thinking about it, but and like threw in like a wide receiver to Guider. I probably could have like gotten that done, but you know.
Yeah. All right, let's move on from receiver. Getting a draft here soon. Let's wrap up at tight end real quick.
Yeah, it's tight end looking like.
Don't need to.
You want to hop in one? And
yeah. Three to go. So let me pull up the rankings in a different tab.
Yeah, McBride's got going.
I've seen him go 8th.
Just a huge positional advantage, and if he gives you like alpha wide receiver numbers, it's like who cares? You know, you can it's so huge.
It's just so hard to make up the running back points.
Yeah, I hear you. But say like I don't know. What if you got McBride? If you had a McBride late, so you got him at 10, and then you got or RB like what Kamani we say or like. I don't know who else is there. Kamani wouldn't be there on the 3rd round. That'd be interesting if you went McBride RB. What would you like the best outcome of that?
Crutches got a McBride H-hand last week somehow.
Yeah, H-hand would slip at sometimes. People just like bet on the Dolphins just not being a functional organization with them, being in turmoil a bit. But that's the only reason they are off of them, not really because of a matchup or.
Here's that team. So you got H-hand at 5 and then McBride at 20.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That had to be an early team.
Yep. What do you think about Gadsden with the bruised quad or whatever it is?
Yeah, he's day to day. I mean, it's a pretty big tail off after him and Schultz Otten. Pitts had a good game against Carolina last time. Kind of been a little too on that game, but.
Loveland in a good game environment. 7.5 points isn't bad for.
No, and they really need to start to like break the rookies out because Zacchaeus. That's been like a huge storyline this week. But Zacchaeus, and if Moore's hurt, commit. Yeah, I don't know what the snaps were like. Let me see what the snaps were like.
Janu, DVP, Fire Move, DVP. Here was our best team. God, this team was so good. There's some weeks this would have qualified.
Yeah. Little better pick at tight end. It's really what
it was such an expensive pick at tight end too. Like we could have gotten a better receiver. Like we could have had JMO as a double stack instead or something who went for 20. That gives us 8 more points. And then pretty much just any other tight end that did better.
Mm-hmm. Juwan.
Man, imagine we did that instead. We went for the JMO double.
He played 62% of the snaps last week in that game. Were they in control or were they they were trailing? So you'd probably hope that would maybe be a little bit higher. But what did commit play? $66. So maybe if DJ Moore is hurt, they just go more 2 tight end. I don't know. They really do kind of need him. I do like Barner. Oh my God, boy.
God, like look at this team. Like if we could have just had JMO on that other squad and Otten, I think we would have qualified. So 20. This was mine. This wasn't. Or I'm not positive. I gotta double check, but this might have been one of ours. 20 and no, actually this was mine because I sent this to someone and they were like, I'll tell you later. But 21 and 13. So hold on. I hate doing this because it's actually torture, but 21 minus 12.1, 8.9.
Did that draft start? Were you in that one?
It was at 1 like a second ago.
Okay. Dude, there's so many times those squib kicks I just would like enter and it took so long to fill. I just like I had a decent auto team now. I looked one time, but
what did Otten have again? He had like 12 or 13. What was it?
Yeah, he had a good score. I can't remember. 12.1.
Just say 12 to be conservative. So 12.4 plus 138.2. If we had Jameson and Otten. Okay, we wouldn't have qualified by like 1 point, so cool. And returned 290 on the dog bowl. It still sucks because you just lose money, but it's like the most nasty payout structure of all time, but got to be in it to win it. Probably the worst draft slot.
All right, let's get it.
Arguably the worst draft slot.
Yeah, the middle tiers.
Like you just miss out on the Jacobs. And then it's like, all right.
That's what I think. I pulled up London. Was my first pick. But I think it's McBride.
Let me do some due diligence real quick. I'm going to pull up a stream and see what sharper people than I have been doing at the 7. Oh boy. Giving away. Can you hear that?
What? No.
Oh, it's not sharing my audio. Good. A guy who is qualified for the Dog Bowl in the past, not one that you would think of, not one that's very well known, took Rico at 7. But wait. Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I mean, logically, it makes sense to take a running back, but like if ETR comes out and projects Rico as like a top 5 pit play, this is going to be a nice value. It's not going to be a nice value at 7, but
yeah, I mean, nothing's a value right here, so it's what we just got to pick who we think is the biggest raw score, basically.
Would you like better Rico or Trey? Because there's a clear tier 1 through 6.
I don't know, I'd probably rather go Trey. I feel like that game has a better environment to get crazy and score a lot of points and speed up. I don't see how Carolina and Atlanta is going to be 40 to 40 or anything, but you could kind of see that in Arizona and San Fran. It'll push RB.
Okay. In this other one, a person who finished in the top 3 in the Dog Bowl final last year took Trey at 7. So
we took James Cook at 8.
Who did?
Rico at 9.
Easy did. Here, sorry, let me pull up the draft board. Easy's short. Wow, that makes me feel so good about that team. I just wish I didn't have Bo Nix on it because I feel like that wasn't really a value. But the fact that James Cook's going here and Josh is going at 4, I got Josh at 6 and Cook at 19, which is pretty nuts. If those guys both go for 30, it might not even matter what the rest of my team does. As long as they put up like something serviceable like Drake May did last week. You know what I mean? No, like kind of like you were talking about, he only had 19. But he was tied to Hendo. I would say we probably have to take a running back here, and then maybe we try to get RJ Harvey at 31.
Yeah, I like it. I like that play.
So Dowda went 2 picks after us, so it wouldn't have been egregious. I'm sure his ADP will rise. I can't believe Cook was going 19. I should have done more drafts.
Lamar Teetles.
Okay, Kittle goes. Lamar, not really. Derrick Henry or Kyron?
You gotta go Nico top or Kyron.
I don't like this game. The total's like 38.5.
That was the same thing as last week, but I feel you.
Probably Kyron, or do you like Derrick?
Probably Kyron, right? I think you go Kyron. Derrick hasn't been good.
Let me see.
I like that game better than Baltimore and Cleveland, too.
I agree. In the draft that I was referencing, the guy took Derrick Henry, and then Kyron went 3 picks later. It's just ugly. I don't know. Maybe they're both bad matchups. I don't know. Maybe that was a fumble.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they're just big enough favorites. Derrick's going to get in the end zone 3 times.
Let me see in the other one. Oh, wow. Okay, so in the other one where the guy took Rico 7, he took Kyron over Derrick. And then Derrick went 3 picks later. So we kind of took one from each of the guys. Both short. They saw it differently at each spot. Not that I'm like trying to do the same thing as other people. It's just kind of good to have a good frame of reference.
Yeah, I like having pieces of those two games. Although the Seahawks are tough up front, but they could make the Rams run the ball more and kind of sit back in coverage, which could be good for Kyron.
Yeah, and we talk about it a lot. It's like DFS isn't a game of picking players. It's more so volume and game environments.
Mm-hmm.
Is Derek gonna get? I mean, he could get 30 carries in that game. It could be ugly though.
Yeah, for sure. He could get 30. That's the bull case. They did say they want to run Keaton Mitchell more, and Derek hasn't been good, but we've seen that plenty. We've seen that story plenty of times. I'm not buying that. Chase Brown's kind of nice there too. If you could get like a McCaffrey or Bijan Chase Brown team, that's kind of nasty.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably
round our spot. Dave, who's super sharp, pulled up Kamani.
Yeah.
And then a few picks later, someone else pulled up.
Do we try to get maybe like let's go to the board. Do we try to maybe wait on Harvey till the 4-6? Or
it doesn't look like he's going past. Like it looks like he typically goes a few picks past us.
Okay.
Let me see where he went in the other one. In the other one, he went right around that corner, but not back to us. First time he went right after us.
You like him more than Swift? Yeah, probably.
This is a fake ADP. I'm telling you right now. He's a 3rd round pick right now.
Okay.
If you want to play chicken in this first draft, I'm fine with it, but we might not get the chance again.
Yeah, let's go Harvey. Let's make our play.
Or do you like DK Metcalf?
We've been going off of ball, so let's go Harvey. No, I don't like Metcalf.
Okay. I mean, God forbid this ages poorly, but I don't think it will. We don't have to do this tomorrow.
Go to wide receiver. What does wide receiver look like now? Yeah, we can find some gems. I can find some gems in here.
Yeah, we're only 9 picks away. We could punt quarterback. We could punt tight end.
I love punting wide receiver in fantasy football.
Yeah, I feel like that's where your value. Like someone was saying it earlier, or in a different stream. It's like the 12-mans are so much better because if you think you have an edge, the edge often comes from deeper player takes.
Mm-hmm.
So like your edge definitely shines through more in these.
I've had the waiver. I've been like a week or two ahead of the waiver wire pickup on every waiver wire pickup show with Loveland before the Bengals and Alec Pierce post concussion.
Old Tezzy boy.
I should have picked up Tez. I should have picked up Tez. But...
Who's standing out to you here?
What'd you say?
Who's standing out to you here? A receiver.
Addison as the alpha feels so gross, but still like him a lot.
Yeah, and Zay's falling like crazy. I feel like that's kind of stupid. Cleveland's not impossible to pass on.
Yeah. If Zay's there, I feel like we gotta take Zay.
Any correlation angles? San Francisco, we could take Juwan Jennings.
That's kind of Juwan is a nice little correlation. I actually really like that.
I don't think we need to pull him up here, but we could probably get him with our wide receiver too, hopefully.
Do we want try to do like an Addison Juwan here? Just punt QB and get like Brissett or Purdy.
Yeah, we could punt QB. I think we need to try to lock up receivers here.
Yeah, I'm with you.
There's still some values down here, but
yeah. I mean, I mean, we can take Dark Q tag too.
Could do Baker Tez. Unless, do you think that's chasing last week?
It's not terrible. I mean,
that might get more expensive. Okay, well, Baker went. Addison, I mean, I'm on. I already have a share, but I'm on board with it. Unless you like Gadsden or something. Oh no, we have Trey McBride. You like Addison?
Yeah.
Could always go with JJ McCarthy like in an emergency.
I mean, 11 targets, dude. Like, I get it's ugly, but volume's
an amazing matchup.
It's a volume play, good game script, better matchup than the Ravens. Like, you can see JJ maybe having some success. He beat them before, so he could be kind of coming in maybe a little more confident than having to play against the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Addison just has big playability. He has good ceiling, but it does stink. It's hard to see him as your alpha, like, kind of competing, but we're banking on Harvey, like, really popping. And McBride makes up a big gap at tight end because tight end's gross.
Damn it.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's going to be a sneaky tight end week where you want, like, McBride and Kittle. This could be it. That'd be, like, nice correlation in this one, too.
I don't think ever in the dog bowl. It's just really
but
tough.
If you get alpha wide receiver 1 numbers out of both of them, like getting Kittle in the 3rd round or whatever in that range. I mean,
do you think you could have pulled it off last week? Because they did have alpha wide receiver numbers last week.
What did Kittle? I think Kittle only had like 18.
Yeah, I mean that was just as good as any wide receiver outside of a few that had a few more points.
I think Kittle was. I guess they're too expensive compared to like how much cheaper JMO was going compared to like Kittle.
You could have pulled it off if you went double tight end. No, it's impossible. Well,
maybe early in the week.
Early in the week you get Achane, McBride, McBride, Kittle, late Hendo, and then
maybe like JMO.
Tez Johnson late, and then
Tez or JMO.
Juwan Johnson. I don't know. Yeah, it'd be really hard to get there though. What do you think about Xavier Worthy mini correlation with RJ Harvey? I don't hate it. Rodgers to Roman Wilson. Yeah. Dart's not going to play.
I don't hate Brissett.
You want to take him here over a receiver, though? I'd rather push it and then take JJ McCarthy if we like.
Yeah. What are their wide receivers?
I think I want Worthy here, just for the mini correlation with Harvey. I don't know. I mean, does that make sense to you? Like, that's what's been working. Is like finding the right mini correlations, and then. I mean, is there another receiver you like better? Keenan.
Is Burden out there?
Burden? That's way too thin.
Yeah, I mean, you like Worthy?
I don't know. I mean, it tells a story, but what do you like best?
Yeah, I don't know. Just don't see anything.
He has a ceiling at least that hasn't been hit.
He's cheap. He's cheap. He's good correlation to Harvey. He's cheap.
Thought about Tez. This is the stack we thought about, which went one pick before us.
With the Cook bring back.
Yeah, these guys like plan out their drafts really well. But I mean, honestly, that QB bring back has not been getting home at all. Where's that?
Ooh, Jerry Judy.
Good matchup.
Go hit that call.
Any quarterbacks we could run naked potentially?
Yeah, if you wanted to stay on the clock with Dart.
Go naked Caleb, bring back on Addison. There goes 9.
We got to survive. No, that guy took Josh. Didn't he? No. Yeah, he took Josh. So we're going to get Brissett.
Who do they play again?
Who?
Arizona. Is it the 49ers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Brissett's been awesome.
You like him over Caleb?
Yeah. Flores could like kind of shake Caleb up.
True. Can't go naked Rodgers. I mean, you could because he spreads it out. It's not just rushing that makes a quarterback naked viable. Spreading it out too. It's like best like when it's concentrated for stacking.
No. Yeah.
So Jacoby for sure.
Yeah, I like Jacoby with Trey.
It's a very crutches play. All right, not bad for the first team. Our goal was to get RJ Harvey. We didn't really play chicken. Now that we have him, now that we have him, we could try to play chicken on him, get him into the 4th round, and we won't be upset if we lose out. No, it's a very well thought out team. Got 2 early running backs. Fake ADP, so I don't even think that's a late running back. This will be ADP, like in the 30s by tomorrow.
Wow. Juice McCaffrey with the Loveland.
Oh yeah, let me make sure I screenshot this. Do a better job of that.
Wow, likely got taken. Feels gross. Oh, I'm surprised you wouldn't go Andrews.
Haven't made my spreadsheet yet this week. Wait, let me get this in another quick.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
What day is Sunday?
18th, I think. No. 16.
16. All right, we gotta lock in. This is the week. I know we got next week, but I don't wanna have to rely on.
Maybe we try to do like a Gadsden,
Herbie.
Gadsden Q tag kind of play here. He's probably.
Would you want to stack him or just get a Gadsden?
Yeah, maybe with Herbie.
Someone pulled Herbert up with McCaffrey here. But I saw him go later before, or yesterday, whatever.
Jags have just been getting torched by QBs, it seems like. I need Herbert to have 500 points. And then we win the Dog Bowl. Boom, 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 boom.
Man, we were so close last week. Not like as close as Methodology and some other people that actually got screwed by decimals, but we were there.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the top 1%. That was our first top 1% lineup. You have to be in the top 56. We got 38th.
You remember when you got mad at me because we took Marv over Garrett?
Yeah. I didn't get mad at you. I was like, I was just like, I was like, we screwed up because Garrett fell so far.
Garrett was.
I blame Chad Candles. He loved Garrett, but he's been sharp. He's been spot on. So I'm just kidding. I think I really have to make a pact. We don't have to worry about it this week, but just like be okay with it. If you lose, you lose, but just never take a Jets player again. Like the Breece Hall week this year. Like just hope you got there with Cook.
You can't fade Breece. You can't fade.
But you could have still got there with Saquon and James Cook.
Yeah, but Breece is a good enough player. He's at least balling. He's been balling. Good matchups.
The Jets in fantasy football are one of the most frustrating combos of all time. Because sometimes they're good and then they're usually just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Again, why did I do it to myself again?
They're unpredictable, but they're going to get some crazier game scripts if their defense is going to be bad.
I guess, but yeah, you're right. Marv with the play.
Somebody else was probably the play over Marv there too, but for being honest, I think Marv put up
J-Mo.
What? 10.
J-Mo had like 20.
Yeah. Who knew MCDC was going to be calling plays from the sideline, though? I mean, dude, what a wrench, bro. Everybody knew you needed Lions pieces, though. You just needed to know which ones. You needed Gibbs and J-Mo.
Yeah, we had Gibbs and Laporta. God, if we just, I'll drop it after this, but yeah, somehow we
didn't take
sniped on Laporta, and we were still on the mindset of doubling Goff. Got J-Mo there. Well, we I guess we did the math. It would have had to have been Juwan Johnson. We would have wanted Kate Otten wouldn't have been enough. It would have had to have been Juwan, but I don't think we would have been able to get Kate Otten because we took Jared Goff in the 5th round. So 6th round would have had to have been like Juwan or Dalton Schultz.
Yeah. I think Juwan was better.
Schultz would have been enough. That would have got us a seat.
Yeah.
If we went him or Juwan, who were both on my radar.
Yeah. I didn't have Schultz on the radar, but I did like Juwan.
Do I have, man, this is why we got to save every board, because it would be really cool to look back at that draft board the one we're referencing. see. CMC Monungai. That was our first one before the Monungai news.
Yeah.
Waddle and Juwan Jennings, they both scored. And then Purdy, I swapped to Mac, I think.
Mac. The team was pretty decent. I think they actually got the money because Theo was okay, I think. Wasn't he? He had like 8 catches for like 70 yards or something, I think.
Monungai killed us. I don't remember seeing Monungai in a caching lineup, but I still got to go back through those. Gibbs, Rome, ETN, Kincaid. Oh, this is the team we sniped Nez, wasn't it? Nez almost went to the dog bowl with this team. And we sniped him on Tez, but Parker Washington only scored a few less points, so still wouldn't have been enough.
Yeah, he didn't have the RBs.
He had HN. This team was in the top 50. Yeah, look, Crutches took Laporta at 28. So, like, if someone just could have sniped us on Laporta, we would have maybe got Olave instead of Keon or something. Do I not have that draft board? Oof, this team's terrible. This is the team, Garrett and Marv.
Yeah, that was just a bad team. Although
that draft spot was just cooked.
Yeah.
Like this whole back end of the draft. Oh no, I didn't save that board. I should try to save every board. Just try to remind me. Because we only do 6.
Yeah.
Look at this late Travion. It just didn't matter though on that side of the board. Let's see early Travion. Like when we took Monungai, I'm sure Travion was free. No, not necessarily free. Achan Travion. Oh, that's brutal.
Oh. He was wrong on every other pick.
Yeah, it sucks. And look how late Igbuka went. He could have had Igbuka.
Could have had Igbuka. And then...
almost, and he could have had Olave. Oh my god.
Igbuka, Olave, QB.
Matt Stafford was still available. So was Mariota.
Naked Staff.
And then tight end, he just missed out on Juwan. Schultz. Otten. Yeah, he fumbled.
Yeah, he would have had to go tight end there. And then Stafford.
Yeah, there's
Schultz,
opportunities on the board for him.
Dude, if he just went the other way, if he went the other way on every other pick besides Achan and Travion, he wins the dog bowl.
No, but like it was like one pick after him on each of them were like the much better play.
Yeah, nah, he fumbled for sure.
It's wild. Yeah, because look, even he couldn't have taken a running back with the JJ McCarthy pick. So the only, I guess he couldn't have taken a receiver either.
He would have to go Schultz.
Yeah, this was a really good team by Nez, and we sniped him on Tez. How mad would he have been at me forever if this team would have shipped with Tez?
Although Tez was a great pick, though, so it's hard to get mad at.
No, I sent him like proof. I sent him a snippet from our stream, and then he mentioned it on the thing with Pete. He was like, "Oh yeah, yeah."
That's funny.
He was like, "I thought Pat was just being sweaty or screen recording his drafts because he sent me proof like that. It was like the top projecting play on his computer screen or whatever." But then he sent me. He was like, apparently he's doing some content with some. He called you some guy or something.
Yeah.
But now eventually he'll be the most well-known beast.
One of these days. Take it down. Take it down.
Yeah, we just gotta get on winner circle.
I need to get my bankroll up so I can get my entries up. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Dude, I mean, it's ridiculous. Crutches. I mean, to max this in Crutches is putting like almost $4,000 in. Like it's even if you have the bankroll, it's really really hard to put that volume.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you need on this account? Like, you would need like 50 to 100,000 on your account to comfortably do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just with the swings, because you don't, unless you qualify, you just pretty much lose every week in this contest. Just the way it's structured.
Dude, what a crazy run out that was in the Chargers Steelers game. That was so crazy.
Oh, yeah, I don't even care because I know I'm in regardless. It's just for the fun.
It's actually, I mean, you're 100% in, but it's actually bad for Eric to beat you because now you're more in the wild card than.
Yeah, I think he would have preferred that I lost.
Yeah, I mean, that you won.
Yeah, that I won. Ooh, we got number 2. Is it gonna be Pikachu?
Can't fumble. We can't fumble. This is perfect for
Are you in on these guys as the top 2? Or do you like Bijan at all?
Yeah, we can't go Bijan without Gearsprick. We can't go.
I think Adams is hurt too.
Do we like JSN over Puka?
No. Because Adams is banged up.
That actually, I forget who I was listening to, but they were saying, I think it was, what's that? Pete does a show with Davis Maddock, who wasn't on today. But they were saying how maybe Kyron's a good value if Adams is out, but maybe that goes to Puka too. Maybe that just jumps Puka up.
Listen to Davis Maddock, baby. No, yeah, I think Puka is my 102, but you can talk me off the ledge if you'd like.
'Cause I'm just a slappy drafter. I don't know, dude. You got them both on your fantasy team. You know them better than I do.
I mean, if Adams somehow gets ruled out, Puka, he's going to get 100 targets.
Rams have worse DBs. Better run.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's just ADP wise. We're never going to get Puka at 4.
All right. If JSN outscores Puka, you owe me 5B. Deal. I just made 5B.
I just don't see. If you're playing any kind of a portfolio game, I just don't see any reason to. Unless you hate Puka. Do you hate Puka?
Mm-mm. JSN's just been that dude. He's wide receiver 1, isn't he? JSN?
I don't know. I mean, last week was a little scary. They didn't need him after 5 minutes of the game. But I guess this week will be different.
And he still scored 18 points.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, Crutches did not take JSN.
Yeah. We probably should have went Beige.
I mean, but referencing those other drafts.
I can't do it without Gearsprick.
Crutches is goated. Okay, there's another Trey McBride at 7.
Let's see. I told you I'm the GOAT.
All right, bud.
Trey McBride's just been the best in the game. Dude, I got McBride and JSN in Dynasty. It's so lovely. Although I lost neighbors.
Does Puka stink? Ah, no, he's due for a 30 piece.
See, you're coming off him. You're coming off him. Should have went beige.
You did not say go Bijan. You said go JSN.
Nah, we can't. Algiers break.
See what Nez does. My guess would be I was gonna say Jalen Warren. I wish I said it.
He's such a that's such a homer, dude. I can't believe I took Drake London at like 7 or 8. I think I took Drake London at like 8. And I should have took McBride. But I got Warren on the wrap, so maybe I'll make up. London's fine play, but whatever.
He'll probably go like, yeah, there he goes.
Penix just like only throws him the ball, and it's just red zone monster. It's hard not to like London. Good matchup.
No, I feel that. This time it's gonna be hard to play chicken with RJ Harvey. Like you'd have to pull him up to 26.
That is a little crazy over Rishi.
What is that you took him over Rishi?
London over Rishi. Does that feel crazy? JJ over them.
He took both.
JJ feels like he's going to be a faller from there, doesn't he? I guess that's a good matchup.
Yeah, if there's ever a get right week, it's this week.
Yeah, if we're on Addison, you got to be on JJ.
Nez is with me on Josh Allen, 50-point week.
Ooh.
More realistically, though, like 30, 38, and then the next highest one has 25.
He's going to try to get maybe a little Tez Otten correlation there if he wants. We'll bring back.
Yeah, we'll see if he stacks.
That's all right, what do we want? What do we want to do here? RB Herbert or
Chase Brown?
Oh, that dude's absolutely tossing.
Do you like Chase Brown?
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt.
Bro's tossing.
That's going to give us a nice value. It's going to give Crutches a nice little combo. Except for I got Josh Jacobs at 6. James Cook went at 16 here, though, so maybe he doesn't always go so high. I would like Chase Brown. With Darius McLeod, wow.
Yeah, Jacksonville is just getting pummeled.
We can get the double stack if we think Adams plays. We can get
double stack.
Judkins. Do you like Chase Brown?
Maybe go Chase Brown, and then maybe like a Herbert.
You for sure here?
Yeah, I think we go Chase. Kyron actually would have been really nice.
Kyron went, but yeah, if he fell. Yeah, the little mini correlation, sneaky value.
If him and Puka just consume all of it, which is not like a crazy
or not mini correlation, yeah, team stack.
Mm-hmm. You don't really need Stafford in that.
I feel like we can get the same points as Herbert later in the draft, but maybe I'm wrong.
Jacksonville's just been. If we do that with Gadsden,
sure.
Q-tag, Gadsden's cheap.
Do you like Judkins at all? We can do Herbert.
Do you like
That's
like do you like T? Do you like T? Or Odunze? I think that's the only other people I'd consider.
No, I don't want to do 2 Bengals.
Okay, I say we go Herb. But that was the plan going in. Let's go Herb. Crutches is going to be mad with he just probably took his lad Herb stack.
I think he doesn't always normally take quarterback early though.
Yeah, I'm with you.
He's probably gonna go Judkins, knowing crutches.
It makes me feel good.
He went for the mini correlation.
Vidal is kind of becoming good value here. It's mid third.
Yeah, he's not going to come back to us. He's going to go to Nez or earlier.
I just want to say, if you could go McBride, Chase Brown, Vidal, that would be a really nice start, I think. And then
maybe we should have taken Vidal, but
no, it's odd week, so you got to fade him. People up last week. You can't do 2 weeks in a row.
True. Do you think we'll get a decent running back come back to us? Because that's been getting home. 2 running backs.
I mean, I don't hate like a Woody Marks.
I wonder if RJ Harvey will fall. I doubt it.
Yeah, true. We could bring up Harvey.
I mean,
I like
be
Marks.
like right.
I mean, Aaron Jones has been playing a lot too, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's a good matchup too. You're talking about Rashad.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy with any of those guys. I think it falls off a cliff after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we try to snag some of that.
And then Gads.
Give me that. Yeah, we get Gadsden Q tag on the rat. He could have just been a Vegas pawn.
Naz with the Woody. Naz with the Woody.
Yeah.
Naz with the hoodie. Naz with the Woody. Guarantee this guy takes RJ Harvey, this unoriginal guy. Stealing all our moves.
Ooh, stack him old, double stack him old.
Ooh. Greedy.
Shot at 84 over the weekend. I was at Pinehurst with the pops and the brothers.
Nice. Let's go.
We played Mid Pines. If you ever get a chance to check that out, it's really sweet course.
Yeah, I gotta get out there. I went to the driving range the other day.
Mm-hmm. Although it's getting cold now, so but
It's cold here today in Florida.
yeah, it was freezing here today actually.
Do something crazy. Do something crazy. Do something crazy. Do something crazy. Do something crazy.
Go like Bateman, dude. Or
You
likely.
need the stack. Yeah, you need the stack, dude.
No, bring back like Fannin, dude. Bring back like Fannin, bro.
Why do you have to make a normal pick?
Well, at least he won't get it completely tossed, though.
They don't really toss dog balls. No.
Oh my god, dude. We're screwed. We were done. We had it. And he was the last guy we had to make it by.
No.
Oh my god, this fucker, dude.
Now we got UJ or something.
Yeah.
What a donkey, man. Even though he qualified for the dog bowl this last week. It's infuriating.
Could go naked. Herbert can definitely go naked if he spreads it. I think we go naked. I think we think about going naked with him.
Maybe.
What do we got here? Feel like a Juwan. Huge is kind of projecting high there.
I don't mind Huge or Juwan. Maybe take Juwan and then see if Huge falls.
Go 3 wide receiver.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dustbin at this point, unless you want Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
There's a correlation.
Yeah. I think let's go Huge. I just took Keenan.
Well, Huge or Kenneth Walker would be tied to Puka, but I know we don't love him.
It feels gross, doesn't it?
14 carries.
They're playing Holani though and stuff.
I guess Huge, right?
Yeah.
What a jerk taking him. Gadsden.
We just got sniped so hard.
T-Totten, Totten, never, ever forgotten. So you gonna go Bryce Young? Nah, Crutches strikes me more as he's gonna take
naked Q-tag dart guaranteed, bro.
Nah, he's gonna go naked Purdy.
Yeah, because Dart's gonna get snagged by the Wandale guy before him.
Maybe this guy goes Purdy.
That's kind of a nice team. Chase, Kittle, Vidal, Harvey, Worthy.
Where? This one?
Chase, Kittle, Vidal, Harvey, Worthy.
Yeah, this guy got good value. I'm not a fan. And he stole our RJ Harvey Worthy mini correlation. Thinking he's all creative. Oh, man. Tilt.
Herbert QJ is due for that 2-bomb game, you know?
Yeah, good head for you.
You can see how it gets on.
This lineup, yeah. Can find a little mini correlation with Gianno. Kind of find a little mini correlation with Barner. Can find a mini correlation with. That's it. Don't need to do it necessarily, but it's a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone that stands out to you down here? You like Loveland?
Yeah, Loveland and probably Barner. Probably my favorite.
Going hit Fannin against the Ravens. There goes Loveland and Nez. Hawkinson for the bring back on Caleb Rome. He also has Justin Jefferson. That's a little greedy.
He's brutal.
This team or ours?
That team. So many Vikings and Bears.
Yeah, he got greedy.
Need that game to be 40-40.
I like the Fannin pick, even though it was a fish.
to bring back on Lamar, though.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I think that's a good matchup. Yeah, I thought this guy might take Purdy. This guy's gonna take Dart Q-Tag, I think, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Real original. No, he might go Darnold.
Yeah, maybe.
Crutches, crutches, crutches. Maybe you're right. Maybe just go Dart Q-Tag.
Dart Q. Although that's Green Bay, right? That's kind of a tough matchup, so maybe he doesn't like. Maybe nobody's liking him.
Maybe you'll take 9, huh?
Wow, people are really on the Bears defense being bad. I guess maybe.
Barner. Opposite of Puka.
Unless you like Andrews, or you want to maybe take like Kincaid.
I like Johnny too, but I know you don't like the idea of the split tight ends.
Yeah, it's just hasn't Freiermuth like outscored him more than like Johnny's outscored Freiermuth.
Yeah, whatever. We went Barner. Mini correlation, so whatever. Hopefully that game shoots out.
Yeah, exactly. Just get a piece of a shootout.
Plus, tight end doesn't matter a ton. Someone qualified with Mark Andrews and 8 points last week.
You just want to do 2 tonight, maybe? We've been running for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's cool. And tomorrow we can just jump right into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Right on. Well, thank you guys for watching. We will see you this time tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. And we will have a giveaway, so make sure you don't miss it.
Yeah. Tune in tomorrow, Wednesday.
Peace. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.